Hi everybody, welcome back to our Minecraft series. Here we are, we're back in our house, but we're not going to be in our house for very long. I'm just saying hello, and I'm already in the middle of a couple different things, and they're going to require, I think, a little bit of explanation, and I will try not to get too far ahead of myself. So first things first, I finally filled up the seared tank with some lava. It's almost a little over half full, it looks like. I had to make some buckets out of my iron. They're right here. And I went to that lava pool that is in our forest way over there. You might have seen it in an earlier episode. Right now, at the moment, I am dropping off some dirt, which I don't need for sure. But I am picking up some cobblestone, because I think I'm going to be using that for one of my next projects. I also wanted to show you, before I forget, before we leave the smeltery, I made some bronze. Now, bronze is made by smelting together copper and tin. So for every three ingots of copper and 1 ingot of tin, you get an ingot of bronze. I've got 30 ingots of bronze left in here. I'm going to go ahead and dump out 9 more ingots, and you can kind of see it's this orangey, muddy color when it comes out. And then it kind of gets a nice little sheen to it when it finally hardens up into the ore, which it will do right there. It's kind of yellow. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm going to put, well, I've already got a block of bronze. I'm going to put 1 block of bronze in here next to a block of tin. Bronze was needed to make 2 machines that I made, but I'll show you in a second. The next thing, since we're over here on this side of the compound, I want to show you is, remember how we made our wind turbine in last episode? Well, I put down some more wire right down here, the universal cable. So if I make them next on one of my advanced kind of science machines, I can stick another bit of cable up to kind of power it. I fell in the hole though, I didn't necessarily want to do that. So I'm going to replace the floor. So anyway, the bronze is important because we need to make a squeezer and we need to make a carpenter. Now the squeezer and the carpenter are important because we want to make something called an apiary. The apiary is important because it is the second tier of the bee project that we're doing. You've seen before in our other episodes, we have bee houses. In fact, let me just show you, come over here and show you. Alright, here we are in our bee meadow. Here is the bee house. Now they do produce bees. Like if I put the princess in with the drone, it will give me more drones and honeycomb. But the bees won't evolve into better bees, nor will they pollinate the leaves on these trees. And we need the leaves to be pollinated because that's how we get new trees like cherry and walnut. Those are the exciting trees. Once we get to that stage, we can use our grafter, which is also made of bronze, and that will make sure that makes sure that every time we use a grafter on a leaf, we get a sapling. I'm going to reset some of these boxes. Okay, now let's show you back over by the farm. I installed another mod, and this will help me, I think, get more crops. Because I do like the farming aspect. We've almost got a whole bunch of wheat that we need to pick, and we've got a row of potatoes. But over here, we have title null name. Actually, it's a cotton plant, and it's 86% grown. Next to it, we have barley. Now, barley is different. It looks different than wheat, but it's pretty much the same thing. I guess barley is just the wild version, and wheat is the domesticated version. Over here we have, I'm trying to angle my body in such a way that you only see our improved, our growing bushes. So this is our blueberry bush, and this is our raspberry bush. I moved it over here, and I played around with landscaping, so it's on solid ground. But this is what I'm currently working on at the moment. Now, I had recorded a session, but I realized I didn't have my microphone on. So I figured, all right, I better just admit to it and work on this and show you what I'm doing. This is why I need the cobblestone. I'm putting the cobblestone under, those are redstone engines. Now the redstone engine, I thought, would power my squeezer and my carpenter. Now I will show you, or maybe I can show you, a squeezer and a carpenter is made with something called a sturdy casing, which is this, right? And then what you do is you put your sturdy casing in the middle, you put 2 glass cubes on top, and then you put bronze on the side, and that gives you a carpenter. And that is this first machine right here, right? And so the next thing I needed to do was I needed to make a squeezer. That's what it is. And it's the same thing. I needed to also do a sturdy casing. Then you put the sturdy casing in the middle, glass cubes on the top, and instead of putting bronze on the side, you put tin. And then that will give you a squeezer. Now a squeezer is important because I need to squeeze my seeds into seed oil, and then I use the seed oil to make an impregnated, what do you call that thing? Casing. And that will pop out over here. But I thought these redstone engines that I made, in fact, if I go, that's Stirling engine. If I go here and I type in redstone, I got a redstone engine, and it's planks, cube, piston, and 2 wood gears, which is nothing but sticks. And so I made those real quick. I pulled out my lever here, and I turned it on, and nothing happened. In fact, this engine did turn yellow, but it's not squeezing anything, and I'm not exactly sure why it isn't. I think I need better than a redstone engine. So I'm putting the lever right in front. State says on, but nothing's happening. Now, this is all part of, I'm hoping, going to be a new building called the Woodworking Shop. So it's awfully close to where I put my my bushes, but I think that'll be okay. And this is where we'll do kind of our forestry, our logging, our squeezing, our carpentry. I wanted to maybe have it next to a water wheel, and I might be able to finagle a water wheel into here somehow, or extend this pool. But for the time being, I almost crashed. I almost crashed the client. For the time being, I think this is going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of the floor for our new woodworking shop. Same technique with all my other buildings. I usually have a cobblestone floor, right, or cobblestone flooring, and then I have fencing, and I put in the wood pillars on the edges. In fact, I'm going to replace this line of dirt with cobblestone. Anyway, I will continue to work on this, probably off camera, maybe, I don't know. I am going to do maybe one of those fancy time-lapse things. You can see the squeezer is apparently running that redstone engine, or the engine is running. All right, it turned red, and then if I turn it off, it'll go back to blue, which is its natural condition. But it's not actually squeezing any of the seeds, and I need seed oil to get an impregnated casing to make an apiary. So, yeah, I've got to work on this. I think the next solution would probably be to make, and that's what you saw here first, something called a Stirling engine. And the Stirling engine is the next grade up of a redstone engine, and that requires stone gears, a piston, a glass cube, and cobblestone top. So we could do that. It's starting to get dark. But I also wanted to show you one more thing before, well, I'll show you next morning. Here is our Here's our little animal pen, which is doing great. In fact, we've got an egg over here. But let's go to bed, and I'll show you some new things in the morning. All right, morning in Minecraft again. I'm coming over here to my chest, and I'm going to pull out these Project Red sapphires. I'm going to get 3 of them. Then I'm coming over to this crafting station. I'm going to put this iron axe in here for the time being. I haven't been using it, and it'll clear out some space. But anyway, I'm going to use this stick and these sapphires to make something called a sickle. There we go, a sapphire sickle. I'll put my sticks back. Now, if I've installed, excuse me. Now, if I've installed the mods that I want, then maybe this will give me something interesting. So the sickle actually works on leaves, but I want it to work on grass. And it looks like I've gotten cucumber seeds. Haha, yay! So I'm going to probably do a little bit more farming. And in fact, in here, I've got a ruby sickle. I still have all this stuff from earlier. I'll put away these bones. Actually, the bones will probably go in the tree chest for bone mealing up trees. And all this chest here will probably be moved over to our woodwright shop up there on the hill at some future date, but not at the moment. But let's go collect some new seeds. I've got to find some more grass. And let's see if we can find something else besides cucumber. Found cotton. That was that plant that I showed you earlier. Those are just flowers. Oh, what are those? Blackberry seeds. Cool. And that is, I can't pick those up because my pack is full. Raspberry seeds. We have raspberries. Let's see. Oh, what are those? Let's see. What can I get rid of? I'll put on some blue pants for the time being. That is essence seeds. Alright, cool. So we've got a new mod that allows us to grow things. I don't know if I've told you earlier, I've also have the mariculture mod on. And the mariculture mod allows us to do more interesting things with fish. But for the time being, let's go back to our mini farm and let's plant some of these new seeds. So I'm going to open up the fence there. And let's put down our cucumbers. Let's put down a raspberry seed. Let's come up here. Here's our cotton plant. I don't know how to harvest it without breaking the bush there. Get rid of all these wheat for the time being. Alright, we've got essence seeds. These seem like they're pretty important. And we've got blackberry seeds. So, right down like that. Cool. Now if I break... Oh, yep, cotton seeds. I didn't get any string, though. It says it's a great source of string and wool, and it's from the Natura pack, but I'm not sure how it comes out. Interesting. Blackberry, cool, barley, cucumbers, already at 29% here, and raspberry. So that's kind of fun. I think that's neat. What do you think, Bruno? Oh, you're 1 point down on your health. So I'll give you a brain. Okay, I'll put on my my armor. I don't like the way the armor looks, but it definitely clears up room in my pack. And I think, I'm not exactly sure what we need to do next. I'm going to take off my fez, because I got a crown on. Oh, I thought I took it off. Done. There we go. I think the next project for me is to finish up that woodwright shop way up there, back with my squeezer and my my carpenter. And so yes, let's go ahead and try to make a what do you call that? a Stirling engine to replace the redstone and see if we have much better success in that regard. So I still have iron, and I still have redstone, and I still have cobblestone. So this will help me make a piston, oak planks on the top, and if I'm making 2 Stirling engines, then I'm going to need 2 pistons. And then we need to make, for the stone gears, we need to make at least 2 wooden gears and kind of build up. So close, but here we go. Two wood gears. Now we surround these with the cobblestone, and then we get 2 stone gears. So we've got 2 pistons, 2 stone gears. We have glass cube and cobblestone already, so I think we can do this. So cobblestone on the top, a gear here and there, our pistons here and there, and the glass cube, and that gives us a Stirling engine. I need to make 2 more stone gears in order to make a new Stirling engine. But let's test this one out first, and let's test it on the squeezer, because the squeezer is the first step, and if this works, then hopefully we'll get seed oil. Oh, and I need coal to power the Stirling engine. But wait a minute. It's moving. I think we did it. Oh, yes, 10 millibuckets, I think, of seed oil out of a possible 10,000. So that's what it was. Redstone engines don't seem to cut it. Only Stirling engines work. So I'm going to grab that redstone engine, and I'm going to go ahead and make a new Stirling engine real quick for our Carpenter. Alright, our second Stirling engine is in, and for complete efficiency's sake, I'm going to go ahead and put the lever down in the middle. Probably not the best thing to do, but I don't have any coal in here, so I don't have to worry about overheating the Stirling engine on the Carpenter. You do got to worry about overheating Stirling engines. So far, so good. It's still blue, and we clearly don't have enough seed oil in there to matter. But let's go ahead and let's look up the next thing. And I think it's, is it capsule? Capsule. How do we get an empty? Oh, seed oil capsule. And that's a wax capsule, which is beeswax. And how do we get beeswax? Beeswax, nope. Oh, wait. Maybe we need a 10 something. 10. Let's see. Not a tin can. Well, I wasn't able to find what I need to put my seed oil in. Let's see. If I type in U on seeds, I can make a wheat seed bag. Topiary grass. Oh, that should be interesting. Coal seeds. You can make overgrown netherrack. Boy, I should play around with this a little bit more. Alright, well, I couldn't find what I was looking for, and it's dark, so I think we're going to go to bed, and we'll come out here in the morning. Alright, it's morning already. I probably should work on emptying my pack. There's a creeper over there. Now, you notice I have a bow, but it's mostly broken. I do have 14 arrows, so I'm going to take a chance. I got the broken bow by defeating a skeleton. Ah, yeah, 2 hits. Excellent. It kind of just dropped off the skeleton, which was nice. And of course, the arrows came from fighting skeletons. I'm not sure if I showed you this yet or not. If you take seeds, right, you can actually use the seeds to breed your chickens. Chickens like seeds. So I'm going to give this chicken a seed and that chicken a seed. And I think they're going to get Yep, a baby chicken. That's kind of cool. So a source of eggs and a source of feathers. In here on the upside, I put a chest. It's kind of hidden, but this is so I can place in extra wool, extra feathers, and extra eggs. So I have a source of at least eggs, feathers, and wool, maybe sometimes bones, but I thought that was pretty cool, pretty neat. All right. Yep, we're getting 300 seed oil. Now, if I take these 10 ingots, I can make a bucket out of 10. What if I hit U on them? Block, nuggets. I can make an empty canister with a bone. That's weird. I can make a crescent hammer. I think I might need one of those, actually. Hardened flux capacitor, 10 gear, item duct. Here it is, a can. We want a can. We can get 12 of them. And that's just 10. It's almost the reverse of a bucket. So that's kind of cool. That's from forestry. There's stamps and a 10 gear. But we don't need to look at the rest of that. Because what we want, we've already discovered, and that is a can. Hooray! So if I put the can in here and there, it will fill up once I get a tick mark of seed oil, and it'll output here. So let's go get a bunch of seeds from our agricultural building. And I think I've got them in here. Yep. I've got at least 3 stacks. I'll leave a stack in here for now. So let's go back to our squeezer, and let's put in our seeds. And we'll let this cook up and hopefully fill up this can. And once we get that done, then we put it in here, and hopefully that will give us something called an impregnated casing, which is logs in a circle. And then, once we get the impregnated casing, we'll be well on our way to making an apiary, which is going to be awesomely cool. Right, Bruno? So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to take off this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and call it here and continue to work on this building. It's a little small at the moment. I think I might try to put in that water wheel in the back. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But thanks again for watching. I will see you next time. So good luck and goodbye.